Right, hello, viewers, and welcome back. This is my first live stream of the year, and yes, I do know we are well into February. It's been a bit of a rough time, but I'm not going to go too far into it. We're here for some gameplay, so that's what we're going to get. Now, we're going to be playing The Awakened today. Now, I did do a Count Noctilus, let's try and take on everything Total War scenario on YouTube. Didn't go so well, so now we're going to play Luthor Harkon, and we are going to attempt to do it properly, but without doing Total War. That can always come nearer the end. We need to get ourselves established first. Now, faction effects, minus 60 diplomatic relations with lizardmen, plus 6 melee defense for all lords and heroes, all armies. We get to cycle through our fractured mind. Magic resistance, 25% for all units. Leadership, plus 8 for all units when fighting against lizardmen. Both of those are Lord's army only, and vampiric corruption is plus 3 for the local province. We also have deck droppers, which are pistol cav, Mongols, which are monstrous infantry, and bloated corpses, which are suicide bombers, essentially. We are obviously playing this on very hard, and without much further ado, let's jump straight on in.
They say Wolfhart's ship, the Vengeance, is sunk. 60 cannons and 200 souls lost to the deep. They say it was a fell storm that took her, or some say it was pirates from the Maelstrom. They say she was lost here, in the realm of Luthor Harkon. And to trespass in these waters is to invite death on board. But then they know nothing.
You waste our time.
Wait! This is the map you are looking for, crafted by Captain Jacob Wolfhart himself. I beg your patience, for its secrets are easily missed. Mathlanka, Semga. Witness Wolfhart's obsession, a life spent chasing tavern stories and myths. Sightings, eyewitness accounts, 100 shipwrecks named and dated. Like you, Wolfhart knew it was no storm or jagged rocks that caused their demise. It was the Tide Maker, the ancient merworm. The elves named it Aminar.
Wolfhart's ship, where is it?
Ah, yes, its final resting place. It was here he fought the beast, a fight to the death. All but one of his crew were lost. It was he who marked the map with this cross. The vengeance lies here. And if the story runs true, a weapon lies with her. A weapon to kill the unkillable. To challenge the beast is to challenge the sea itself, cursing all that sail with its retribution. Wolfheart sought infamy for killing the beast, but the question remains, why would your kind seek it?
While these storms we go hunt. Yes, hunt beasts. Us! No matter!
My lord, we have the map. What are your orders?
Kill the beast. Resurrect the beast. Rule the waves.
Right, well there you have it, the intro story. We want to kill a beast, raise it back from the dead, and take over everything on the waters. I mean, whoever hasn't seen or played the Vampire Coast by now, probably a new player. They don't really play the same as everyone else. They do have monstrous beasts, but it's more about gun lines, kind of the same as the Empire, except your troops will dissipate and run if your lords and heroes are all dead. Quite honestly, one of my favourite factions of all, which is why it's so disappointing to me that I kind of ruined it with our Dreadfleet campaign. So back to have another stab at it. This time, not going to go all out and try and kill everyone. We are going to do this properly. And then afterwards, depending on everything, we might go ahead and kill everyone. Now, Warhammer 3 is on the horizon. The first of the trailers has already dropped. We've already had all of the teaser trailers as well, so we know for a fact there are going to be 9 legendary lords. You've got the 4 chaos gods and their separate warbands. They probably aren't going to be the lords themselves. They'll probably use a demon prince or something for that. Then you've got Carthay and Kislev standing against them. We can be reasonably certain that the campaign map for the base game, not the Mortal Empire style map that spans all 3, is going to be at least the size of the Vortex. But sources indicate, as taken out by an article in PC Gamer, I think, that it's probably going to be twice the size. Now, CA has hinted that the Demon Realms are going to be included somewhere, but that does make a pretty massive map. We don't know what the other race is, the pre-order race. At this moment, there is a chance that it's going to be Chaos Dwarves. They seem the most likely. But then again, it could also be another Chaos faction, as in Chaos Demon faction, or a Uniter, where they have some sort of minor level units, or a sprinkling of units from the other 4, without getting the full bonuses and abilities. Those are guesses, because at the moment, quite frankly, we don't have anything else to go on. TA has been very close to their chest with all of this, so we need to kind of just wait and see what they have. I wouldn't imagine the pre-order bonus faction is going to come out until, I don't know, a month or 2 ahead of the main game. It might get announced, but I don't know, they like to build a bit of hype. One other thing that we do know though is that Warhammer 2 is getting another DLC prior to Game 3's release. So, with that in mind, I will be playing that DLC faction the moment it releases, probably all the way up until Warhammer 3 releases. So have no fear, you will definitely get to see it. As for channel kind of stuff, I am not able to commit to a certain day for live streaming at this moment in time. For now, we're going to get a live stream today. Oh, hold up.
Adrift and blown to these humid shores. I thirst for control of my mind as it struggles and bickers with my desires. And now, the wretched mutineers to the north think my affliction holds us back. But we shall show them who truly rules rules the Vampire Coast. Out in the great ocean, the Maelstrom rages at the center of the Galleon's graveyard. A great source of power, controlled by the formidable conjurer known as Count Noctilus. Yes, we must keep our eyes on him and his mysterious, ethereal stronghold. Across the straits are the desert lands of the Lich King. He has always been an ally to vampires. But his fate depends on whether he wants to make an enemy of me. There is only room for one king in these parts. The sea offers wealth and power. But Lustria is home to the abandoned cities of the Lizard Men and their many mysterious treasures. Using their artifacts, we will surely be able to uncover some way to repair my damaged psyche. We must! The scheming Lizard Men of Chanwapek have been trespassing. If not for the promise of their magical relics, we would have wiped them out already. For now, we watch them. The Vampire Coast is, and always will be, ours. For we are the terror of the seas. We are the Pirate King.
Okay, there we go. So I'm going to ignore all of that for a moment. Basically, normal lords work exactly the same as normal. However, the legendary lords and recruitable legendary lords have shipbuilding, which is rather tasty. Now, obviously, we want to start off with as much growth as possible, so that's what we're going to do. What has Poxmarch actually got? Not a fat lot. But we also don't have a massive amount, so we're going to raise a little bit of dead. Don't want to waste money on the bloated corpse though. We're going to go straight up to Poxmarsh and we're going to take that out before we do anything else. Let's go on and kill them. Now, as I was saying, I don't have a specific day that I'm going to be live streaming on, but I can commit to at least one day a week, usually afternoon or evening. Likewise, whatever episodes that come from this and get transferred over to YouTube also won't be on set days. It will be as and when, but I will be aiming for Tuesday and Sunday if possible. But as I said, no set days. Also, no set length of time for streaming. It might be 1 hour, so you'll only get one episode for YouTube, or it could be 2 or 3 hours. Today, it's going to be a 2-hour episode with another live stream tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. Probably in the early evening. Alright, let's move those over there. Yep. Right, we want them to come to us, but we also don't want to be too much in the way. Let's get forward out onto the flank. All of those guys can move up. Move the corpse up on the flank. Right. Harkon's a funny one as well. He is technically a spellcaster, but also he's not a spellcaster because it is entirely dependent on his mind state at that moment in time. They only got one corpse, they do. Right, pull those guys up on the flank. What I don't want is that That's annoying.
Hurry! I see it! With haste! Covering ground!
Okay. Alright, you guys move up. Harkon move back.
Corpse crew!
Alright, everyone get rid of those deck droppers. Here we go. Turn around. Get that corpsey boy in. Here we go. Right, Mongols come up as well. In you get. There we go. There's a huge section of the enemy just absolutely removed. Luthor can go on in now. Bring in the deck droppers and let's speed it up. There we go. Not many losses, not much damage on Luthor either. We only lost the bloated corpse, but that is its entire aim. So 113 down to the corpse. Well done. As I said, the Vampire Coasts don't really function the same way as other factions. You can literally send... I think there's 5 other lords that you can get with shipbuilding capabilities. We'll have a look at them in a second. All of them are spellcasters and very powerful vampire lords in their own right. As well as being able to build up their ships. They are rather powerful. Now, obviously, what we want to do is get a... Oh, sorry. Obviously, what we want to do is get a bit of levels up on good old Luthor before we start doing too much. So we are going to level that. Would be nice to get gunnery mobs. Let's have a look at technology quickly. So, tech tree looks like this. You get 4 Dread Admirals, the legendaries. They can all have their own ships. So in total you can have 5 people going around with ships. Now we're going to get more because we've got the Recruit Legendary Lord thing. So when we defeat them, if we defeat them, then we get more. Basically. Right, I don't want that. I can't recruit. That's all fine. In which case then, we shall go for income, and then we will go... I don't want a corpse. Let's get the munitions hut. Artillery is very important. And then if we do that, we need to gain some infamy. Currently we've got nothing. It'll cost us infamy to get those other lords, but we can start building that up as we do battles. Doesn't grow on its own. It's kind of like chivalry. So we're going to try and get as much as possible. Doesn't matter how strong the other factions around us get, because like the vampires, we can just pull people out of the depths.
My madness is not weakness. Goddamn like this.
Yep, we'll do that.
I want devastation.
Right, sack it. And then we're going to take this one, and we're going to move off to Talax, which has walls, but it's fine. Oh, post-battle loot. Right, we need to get to Lightning Strike. Very important. Yeah, we'll get some more of those. They can sit on the other side of the line. And then if we upgrade that, we'll get some proper gunners as well. Right, now.
Something. I am listening. Undead pirates.
Let's see if we can trick them into coming to us.
I am the Pirate King. A deathly surprise.
They are able to. Although I could get mortars. Let's not rush it. You've also got the offices of the what used to be the Empire faction special trait. I think the Wood Elves have something similar, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, wonderful.
At the onslaught. One for you, two for me.
Right, we shall take
Kill them.
the money, not the replenishment. Replenishment doesn't matter so much.
I'm getting twitchy.
Right, and then we're going to grab ourselves a ton of mortars. More freebooter. Because we're going to be getting most of our money from battle loot, sacking, all of that kind of stuff. So that is what we need to do. And we want to be able to hit Talak straight away. I think it's got walls, I'm not sure.
They will.
I mean, that's okay. They're not going to be able to do too much. If necessary, I can always build an army specifically for defense. Oh, the Narcissist takes over. We've got a spell. Van Geist's Revenge. A nice little wind spell.
These pirates are pretenders.
Right, let's raise some dead. We'll grab another one of those. And a couple of those. And we'll upgrade the Poxmarsh. Now, we could come down here and go to the Blood Swamps, but too easy for Zlanhuapek to come through and try and get us. So we're not going to do that. That would be silly. Just a smidge silly. So instead, we're going to try and corrupt the land out from underneath them. But as I said before, we need levels more than anything else.
Blood hovels and kill.
Right, sack it.
Blood jaw. Hear me. Wolves
And in camp. More post-battle loot.
curse my crowded psyche.
Have they got military presence? They do have military presence nearby. So we want to do this until we've got sort of... Oh.
Bow to your king.
Or do we? Immune to storm and reef attrition. How much have we got? Not a lot. Okay then. Yeah, we'll go for casualty replenishment rate first. What have these guys got? Lots of Saurus, some skirmishers.
I am the Pirate King. These pirates are pretenders.
No, they've only got 14.
This is not weakness.
Right, let's see if we can do this. It says that we're outdone. Well, that's because our melee line is rubbish. But if we kind of get them to bunch up a bit, the mortars are going to be very effective, and we don't need to worry about casualties on our front line. Not not a massive thing. So maybe pull back to here or over here a bit. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to pull out of the way and let our gun lines... It would be better if we had more of those. But sadly, this is not to be.
Corpse crew.
Yes, that's what we want. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those on their own. They can be up here. Right, we'll sacrifice these guys down here. Pistoliers back on this side, and then if we keep those in there, we might be able to trap them and trick them. And these guys up here. Thank you kindly. Okay, see if we can pull those. Actually, we'll keep those where they are. We'll let the mortars do their job. You know what? Actually, it might be best to pull to here. Okay, they are getting damaged by the artillery. Alright, yeah, now you can swing around. Problem is with these units, they're not quick. See if I can get a good shot off. Good, good.
They are lambs. I'll allow it.
In you get. Get down there and into those skinks, please. Luthor, time to earn your keep.
Gunnery mob. Soon. We serve.
Okay, we're losing over here, but that's fine. Pour your artillery fire over there, please.
Gunnery mob. Lurching.
Alright, see if you can get into the back of those Taurus spears a little bit. Alright, Mongols pull out. Okay, pull up and fire straight down that way. Mongols pull out, we can sacrifice that bit. Maybe should have got a bloated corpse. Right, fire that Saurus old blood. Right, fire around at those skink skirmishers.
Luthor Harkon! Gunnery mob! Go!
Right, their lord is almost dead. All of those pull this way. Artillery, turn around on over there, please. Artillery, pull back. Bring the Mongols round. There we go. Kill as many of them as possible, please. We are going to need some new men after this, but that's fine. Because we've put those damned lizards back in their hole. Oh, we lost the deck droppers. That's fine. I'm not a fan of them anyway. No, not a massive fan, if I'm honest. But with the massive loss of life, we should get access to better raised dead. Maybe. Maybe. But that's fine. They are seriously damaged. I won't say the Awakened, well, the Vampire Coast in general, are particularly strong against Lizardmen in the early game. Come late game, they're quite good. You get enough carronades and stuff. Especially Luthor. Something about having lots of armor-piercing ranged units that do rather well. Yeah, we'll take replenishment.
It was never in doubt.
Okay, lovely stuff. Let's see what we can get, hey?
Those fools.
Okay, we'll get 2 of those and 1 of those. Run back this way.
A force to be reckoned with.
Oh, can't raise any more dead. Okay, I'll recruit
The Vampire Coast.
I don't want another lord.
Luthor Harkon.
And I don't want to spend that much time here either. Okay. Income from sacking is good. Right. Okay, well, I'll move on a turn.
What's your words? They were like.
No, we're not having a peace treaty. Don't be silly. Mutineers, there's only one thing to do with you.
Bow to your king.
Yes, bow to your king.
Mad at the onslaught. Smash and grab.
Right, now we're just going to occupy it because we need somewhere that we can hold down for a minute.
I hear.
And I don't care about that at all.
Make this quick.
Alright, we're going to go on a count and then lightning strike next turn. No, that's still rubbish. We'll grab some of those. Curse of Eternal... What? Oh, yes, they're right. Loyalty, public order. Oh, we're not going to tax that province. It's not got enough in it to bother taxing. And for now, I'm not going to bother with walls there either. And there's no point having that. What we need is growth, so we'll go for the Hangman's Noose. Okay, that's fine. Once we've got some more proper gunners in, we'll be in a much better position. Oh, definitely a gunnery wipe. And that's not going to be his name. Come on, no. Mr. Gibbs. Need a Mr. Gibbs. Right, income or growth? I think we'll go for income.
I am the Pirate King.
And then we'll start building ourselves up here at Poxmarsh. Grab ourselves a new admiral. Go for a pole arm. They're probably going to be better at attack, aren't they? Not really any difference. There's a little bit. Okay, Okay, no. Loyalty decline rate is lowered. Go for the bias. No, smuggler. All of these are rubbish. Sacking and raiding. She sounds fantastic. Yeah, I'll have you, my love. I'll have you. Grab ourselves some more gunners. And be ready to move soon. Right, casualty replenishment rate has gone better. I don't really want any of those. So, missile strength is probably a good one. Go for that first. Bring this guy up towards Luthor. Can't get anything in local. Okay, we'll do that. Oh no, we're hemorrhaging money now. It's fine, we've got a couple of turns with which to do a battle. And I think I know how to go around it.
Serve for eternity.
Crazy. Not stupid. I am listening. Get moving.
Right, let's ambush there. That's the extra money we need. And then we're going to pull up just behind Luthor with this army. Go. Come on, Zlan Huapek. Let's bloody tango, shall we? There we go. There's the ambush. That's exactly what we want. Right, let's go and kill them off. Now, they are better equipped than they were last time. But so are we. Much better equipped. And what's more is that them being ambushed is very beneficial to us. Now, they can run us down. I've got no qualms about that. But let's see where our reinforcements coming from. It might be best to pull back towards them. We'll just have to wait and see. Would be best if they came in kind of there. Oh god, no, of course not. Of course not. Far end of nowhere. Right, well, I don't want to be attacking that bit, so let's form up over here, shall we? One, 3, 4, 5. We'll put the Mongols back here as a reserve. Timmy and as well over here. Alright, let's gamble. 8 winds of magic really ain't not a lot. Now I want to pull forward to around here, so we've got that bit in the centre. Right. Pull those up to there. Let's bring Timmy in as well. Right. Pull those guys to there. Those guys in on the woods. Those guys in behind. They can be group 2. Jacqueline, come on over. So then we'll bring these gunnery mobs in and put them back here. Now I know that we're attacking, but I'm going to wait for our full force to be here. We outnumber them by 1,000-ish. Well, we have roughly double their forces. Okay, let's wait for it. How far's the range? Not far enough, unfortunately, but they don't have anything, I don't think, that could outrun 31, 46, 40. They could outrun her, but that's fine. We'll sort that in a moment. Right, here's what we're going to do. Oh no, we're still at the bottom of a hill, aren't we? Slight lines. Right, we want all of our gunners to be able to fire. But we want the melee infantry out in front to be able to... Oh, for God's sake. There we go. Yeah, we want the melee infantry in front enough that they don't get in the way. There we go. And then this one kind of Irish. There we are. Bring the vampire up now then. They on a hill. They are. So in theory, they should be able to fire over, shouldn't they? Cool. Gunnery White, stand in front. Bring the Mongols over this side. Luthor. You're quite slow, aren't you, Luthor? Right, let's get this captain up front. If she dies, that's fine. There's not a lot we can do about it. Come on. Come on. Chase me. No. Now you are. Good boys. Come on. Fantastic. Haha. Come on, let's get the artillery going. Right, they seem to be attempting to go for the flanks. So, I want you to come up on this flank. You to come around to this flank, please.
Fleet Admiral! They are lambs! Sage my sword! Arise to my dominion!
Alright, fire near the back. Now, I don't want us getting shot at. Alright, move those guys up.
I will end!
Get properly into the flank there.
Fleet Admiral! This is settled!
There we go.
I smell blood! Bring it! Powers of the deed!
All of you fire there, please.
Fleet Admiral!
Mongols, up you come.
Eager to kill!
Alright, that mob all fire in over there, please.
I can! Finger on the trigger!
Good. All round into that group. Alright, pull back just a smidge. Blow them away.
Curse on you! Their time is up! I know! We serve!
There we go. Mongols pull out. Pull these guys back. Now into those Saurus spears in the centre, please. Right, see if you can fire over all those guys back around. Okay, there we go. We are doing okay at the moment. Enemy Lord is dead. Come at us then. See if you can pull up that way, please. Actually, you stay where you are. Right, now just shoot. As I said, we're not quite in the early stages set up to play against lizard men. But when we do go up against lizard men, if we can do it right, Mongols, I do feel bad losing the Mongols, but at the same time, they're just not as useful as other units. An extra gunner would be a lot more useful. And I want to replace that front line with the pistol ones because they hold just as long as the ones without pistols, but they get a range attack. I think there is a slight trade-off because they don't have a pair of cutlasses, so their melee attack goes down or something, but in all honesty, we're not paying them to kill. I mean, that unit got 7 and it was the top tier on that one. But these handgunners, none under 17. Which isn't a lot in the grand scheme of things. But when you're considering what you're up against, something that can take a bullet and keep charging, is pretty okay. Now, because we've lost some units as well, our upkeep is going to go down a smidge, but we are going to rectify that by recruiting some more raised dead, and we're going to take their town. Hopefully, using Luthor and Jacqueline together, we can knock out the capital. But we'll have to wait and see. What you've also got to remember is that nobody really likes the Vampire Coast. I think normally the only people that really ally up with Luthor when you're playing as Luthor, or even when you're not playing as Luthor, is Clan Scryer on the Vortex, and maybe Clan Pestilence? Yeah, the problem is, you're undead so that nobody likes you. You cause Vampire Coast attrition, or vampire attrition, which people don't like. And you're also certifiably bonkers.
Kill them. Raise them. Souls for sale.
I'm just going to take the money. The remainders of our units aren't that badly damaged. For the most part.
I've decided not to kill you.
Okay, there's another one of those fleets against us. Okay, right, here we go. Get another gunner, 2 lots of zombie pirate deckhands. Can level up. Go for lightning strike. I'm wondering whether or not to get that crew growth.
Of mutiny.
Powerful explosion is always good.
Luthor Harkon.
Admiral of the fleet.
If we move forward, another couple of them.
Curse my crowded sight.
As that got walls? It does not.
You say something. Spill their blood.
Okay, and they've got a Croxagore now. Okay.
Guard them like fish.
Got back over the border a second. There's nobody. Over here. Okay, so it is expensive now.
Get in, you dregs.
Treasure is there.
Make corpses.
Hey, frenzy. This army here. Would have been better if this had walls, but you can't ask for everything, can you? Simply can't ask for everything. What is the map like?
Kill.
Much, much, much better. Okay, right. Here's what we're going to do. For those of you on Twitch, nothing's going to change. I'm going to continue this in a moment. For those of you on YouTube, this is the end of part 1, and we will fight this battle at the beginning of the next part. So I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Go and check out Twitch for all of my live streams. Go and check out all of my social media. That's my Twitter, my Facebook, and my Discord for any schedules, announcements, and all of that kind of stuff. And until next time, guys, bye for now.